John Bon Jovi, every time I see him, he kisses my ass.
Stuck in an elevator with Trump or Putin?
Putin.
John Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. We don't need John Bon Jovi.
Former President Donald Trump and John Bon Jovi might not want much to do with each other, but like it or not, they're connected. Together with the NFL and the New York Attorney General, whose investigation poses a major threat to Trump's business empire. But let me explain. There was a time when Trump's primary ambition wasn't to break into American politics, it was to break into the NFL. But even for rich guy Donald Trump, scoring a football team wasn't easy. Back in 1983, Trump bought the New Jersey Generals of the U.S. Football League as a kind of backdoor into the NFL. He tried to force a merger between his upstart little league and its established cousin by filing a lawsuit accusing the NFL of being an illegal monopoly.
That the case is almost a foolproof 100% case for us, and we're going to have a great victory.
That strategy backfired so hard, the entire USFL collapsed in the aftermath, with nothing to show for it. Almost nothing. They were awarded damages of $3. Trump was widely blamed for destroying the league. Fast forward to 2014, and Trump is back for a second bite of the pigskin, with his heart set on buying the Buffalo Bills. But Trump had a high-profile rival, a group of Toronto investors led by John Bon Jovi. So once again, Trump hatched a plan. Like a lot of Trump plans, it involved vilifying foreigners. This time, it was Canadians.
Steve, what kind of plot are we talking about here?
The idea was to prey on the darkest fears of Bills fans at that time.
Trump tapped a close ally, political operative Michael Caputo, to help fan the fear that Bon Jovi and his big money Toronto backers were going to move the team to Canada.
If it was, Bruce Springsteen, we probably had a problem, because he's actually good.
In case you're wondering, that same Caputo went on to become the chief spokesman for Trump's health department, where he accused government scientists of sedition and then took a leave of absence. Caputo helped pull together a local group of Bills fans to declare Buffalo bars Bon Jovi-free zones. For Caputo, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
I hated his music when I was a kid. I thought it was bubblegum music then. I think it's bubblegum music now.
You're probably thinking that hanging a few signs in bars and bad-mouthing a rock star wouldn't stick. You would be wrong.
Even if you can find Bon Jovi on a jukebox, you better not play it if you know it's good for you.
There's not a snowball's chance in hell that we're going to put up with taking our team to Toronto.
They even got a local radio station to post this parody of Livin' on a Prayer on its website. Despite that success, Trump needed more than anti-Toronto sentiment. He needed $1 billion if he was going to outbid Bon Jovi and the Canadians, as well as a third rival, Buffalo Sabres owner Terry Pegula. And this is where things get really dicey. The guy helping Trump with this bid was his private attorney and fixer, Michael Cohen. We already know how the Cohen-Trump bromance ended.
Mr. Trump is a racist.
Not well. But who would have guessed that their NFL pet project would come up in 2019 during Cohen's congressional hearing?
To your knowledge, did the president ever provide inflated assets to a bank in order to help him obtain a loan?
These documents and others were provided to Deutsche Bank on one occasion where I was with them in our attempt to obtain money so that we can put a bid on the Buffalo Bills.
Cohen testified that documents provided to Deutsche Bank put Trump's net worth at $4.6 billion in 2012 and $8.7 billion in 2013, thanks to an extra $4 billion in, quote, brand value. The extra $4 billion was hardly the only chin scratcher in there. Those papers said Trump Tower in Manhattan was 68 stories tall. It's actually 58. They said his vineyard in Virginia was 2,000 acres. In reality, it's closer to 1,300. Don't take it from me. Take it from the Winery's own website. And all that caught the eye of New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Because it is our job to pursue justice at all levels of government and society, we must do our job to ensure that the man currently occupying the Oval Office is held accountable to any and everything he has done.
James says her investigation is focused on the question of whether Trump's company inflated its assets to obtain loans or insurance or other financial benefits, or deflated his assets to avoid paying taxes. Because it's a civil probe, the AG's office could try to claim financial damages or even try to dissolve Trump's company. Trump, of course, denies any wrongdoing. He's accused James of running a witch hunt. In the end, Trump didn't get the bills, and neither did Bon Jovi. They were both outbid by the third guy, Pegula, who splashed out $1.4 billion. Trump tweeted that he simply refused to pay too much. Bon Jovi later insisted he never planned to take the bills to Canada in the first place, and he seems genuinely hurt by how much Buffalo still hates him. He called the battle with Trump, quote, seriously scarring, and Trump, an evil genius.
He responded, quote, I won't ever go back to the city of Buffalo. You will never see my face in Buffalo ever. I have knocked it off the map, end quote. And we imagine there are folks out here whose hearts are not broken by that news. Sorry, John.
But if his beef with Bon Jovi eventually comes back to haunt Trump in court, it may turn out to be the hair metal guy who gets the last laugh.